Welcome back. We're learning about Flet components that are created in Python. We have our simple application here. When I press the button, the change is made to the state, and we can increment it by 3. We have our text here. We're just getting the health. We're using useState and setHealth as a function to update the state from the button. In our header here, the exciting part is we have the header in a separate component that has a styling. It accepts the text. So we've kind of separated out the styling a bit from the main page here. And then in the init, we import the header and we expose it from the components. So in the main.py, we can do from components, import header. Makes things more organized. We're going to change the ft.text today. Let's first create a new component. So I'll call mine HealthDisplay.py. We're going to start off with the import Flet as ft, and this will be a ft component, and we're going to call it health display with a capital H and a capital D, and it will receive an integer that will be health, and we'll use the Python optional typing after the colon to specify that it is an integer. I'm first going to cast the integer into a string so that we can display it. So I'll set health equals string. It will have it return ft.text, and the value will equal health. I'll put some styling here. Let's make the size 100. We'll even out a bit of color, and we'll make it pink because it's the health, so maybe pink or some shade of light red. We have our health display working. So in the underscore init underscore dot py, I'm now going to import the from the name of the file, which is health display. I have a dot in front of it. We're going to import the name of the function that we just created, which is health display with a capital H and a capital D. Now we can set the all to include health display. Now we should be able to use it. Let's go back to main.py. At the top, from components that we just had this name of the folder, and we put the init.py so it's accessible. We're going to import the health display, and it comes up in the text completion, and we're going to replace the text here so that it's using the component. Easier to read for yourself, but the health display, we set it up, and you see the auto little tooltip here. So it's taking it directly from our class that we created, or the function that we created. Okay, so it's health equals health. This health here was in the use state. It's the first of the two words. So by convention, it's health, comma, set health. The set health is the function that will update the health. So the variable that we're using in the state is health. And now we have this large 5 here that gets updated. So I'm pressing the plus sign. Plus sign's a little bit weak because it's small right here, but we can break it out. I'm going to create a folder called assets. And in the assets folder, I'm going to get a cheesecake that I got from Ghost Pixels for itch.io. You could pick any food here. I'll drop it into the assets. I'm going to rename it cheesecake. So Ghost Pixels has made this available for free. There's many sites like this. If you go to itch.io, you can browse the game assets. You want the price to be free. You can scroll down. For example, the icons. You can find the food icons here from Ghost Pixels. And this person's asking, can I use it for free? Do I need to provide attribution? This guy, Ghost Pixels, is saying, no, just go ahead and use it. No credit necessary. So it is free. If you download it, you could, this is optional, right? So if you click on no thanks, you can just straight on download it, but you could give them $1 if you use it in your game. Unlikely at this point, right? But if you wanted to help them out, just to say thanks. It's 32 by 32 pixels, so pretty low res, but you know, the idea is that you have a character, maybe it eats some food, it gets some energy. If it eats too much food, maybe it gets sick from overeating or something, or it has to run away from a monster. Anyway, so I'm using the cheesecake. I guess it's not super healthy, but that's what I'm using. So in main.py, I don't think I need to specify the assets. So if I'm just mousing over it, and there's an assets directory, but the default name of the assets directory is called assets. So if you keep to the same file structure, you don't have to specify assets directory equals the name of the folder. So that's why on this line here I don't have assets directory. So let's create another component. I'm going to call it very appropriately CakeButton.py, and the CakeButton will, so we'll import Flet as FT, and we'll set up our component. And our component this time, it's going to receive the data for both the health CakeButton, there you go. Health will be integer, and we're going to cast it as a string, and there's a function set health. Okay, set health that we will receive will be this use state here. There's a function called set health. That's the one that we're going to receive into our CakeButton. The way this works, we'll return the component, and the component will be the button, and we'll make the button height 100, and the content of the button, so what is displayed on the button will be ft.image, and there will be a name of the file that we just created, cheesecake.png. I have it like right there, so I know that's cheesecake.png, I'm gonna set the height of my cheesecake to 100. The width will be 100 just to be safe. This is necessary, but I'm going to set the fit to ft.box fit dot fit height, and then we'll set up the on click, which will be another lambda. You might be more familiar with the term anonymous function. In Python it's called a lambda. So we'll use the lambda. It just means to run everything on the right side of the colon. Set health. Oops, there you go, set health. And we'll receive the health. And we're going to add 3 health points. Okay, so this set health we're receiving from here. This is coming from the use state. This is the health, the current health that we have, and we're going to add 3 to the current health. So theoretically, every time you press the button, it should increment by 3 health points. We don't have it hooked up yet. We have to go into here and go from CakeButton, import the name of the function that we just created, CakeButton. Here we go colon CakeButton. Alright, kind of fun. Let's go back to the top, import our component that we just made. Kind of fun to do it this way, huh? CakeButton, nice and organized, feels good. We're going to use the CakeButton, and we can already see that it's taking the health and set health, right? So we just go health equals health, and the set health will equal the set health function. Okay. Just to be safe, I will restart it. Look at that. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. You get a lot of health by eating cake. I'll set some spacing up here. Spacing equals, say, 100. Get a little bit further apart. I'm going to drop in a little health icon right there. So since we have it in a component, we can just go straight to our health display. Health display looking pretty simple right now, but we can easily add some stuff to it. So we'll make it into a row. So I'll go ft.row, and set the controls of the row. It's a list, so it's in square brackets. Drop it down there. I'm going to add a icon, ft.icon, and icon I'll set it to ft.icons. And I know that it's favorite. Let's see. Favor. Will it come up? Okay, I know that's favorite. I'll put the size equals 100 and the color will be red. Okay, looking good. And the reason I know that it is favorites is that I went to this Flet page, gallery.flet.dev/icon-browser. And then I put a star in here. I searched for it. I just browsed it, used page down until I found an icon that I liked. And the name is icons.favorite right there. If you want to see more of this type of curriculum, you can do me a favor. There is a 100% free course here that my friend Jesse Kasman he's moving the videos onto a learning platform. Currently he's assessing different platforms. I think he's looking at Teachable. I think he's looking at some other ones too, like Thinkific, Podia. He only has 9 here, and I'm trying to get some more fun. But if you could kick him an email and say, hey, thanks for loading these videos up, but I'm looking for more. We have 33 videos here that he's uploaded 9 of the 33, so he still needs to upload 24. This will be the 34th video. So just to show that somebody is actually looking at the videos, if you can kick him just like send him a thank you, Jesse, thanks for putting these videos out there. Hopefully we'll get more on the learning platform because it's easier to manage. He's a nice guy. This is just kind of fun motivation, right? It's not really hassling the guy. Well, have a great day.